Vancouver. I got in a few hours ago. It's been a lovely time already. I spent like a little bit, like an hour and a half at Kitsilano Beach. Don't know if I'm pronouncing anything correctly. I apologize if I am not. But really enjoyed. It's very close to where I'm staying with my Airbnb. And it was just so beautiful to see. I believe that's English Bay, is what they call it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And see the city across the bay and all that stuff. So I'm here for just really a day and a half to explore. But I'm so excited to do so and be able to share with you. You'll have to excuse my voice. I'm just a little froggy in the throat, but we're all good. So, like I said, I'm staying in an Airbnb near the beach. It's walking distance. It's only a few minutes, so I took a little tour of that, and I will show you that here. To the upper level. I found out that they rent out the bottom floor as well as another Airbnb. Don't mind my piles of stuff, but it's really lovely, and it seems like an older building, an older home that they've transformed into these kind of apartments. So you have, I think, just the one bathroom, got a tub and sink and such. We're right by the beach. It's just a few minutes walk away. This is one bedroom. I think I'm gonna sleep in this one right here. And then, I mean, look at all these. I love details like this in Airbnbs where you can see some character, you know, lots of character. And then here's second bedroom, which obviously I don't need, but this was what was available in the location that I was looking at for this time. So, just have lots of space, I suppose. And then there's this nice sitting room here. It's where I probably will do my yoga because it's nice and sunny and easy breezy. Let's see. Can we see anything out the window? No. But I will show you where we can see a little bit out the window. Towards the front. And the front here is the kitchen. A full kitchen, which is nice to have. Fridge and everything. Some of my stuff is on the chair there too, so don't mind that. But it's all very clean. And then, oops, here is a funny little door, but it's a really nice patio. Well, that just flew open. Okay, door moves quickly. Look at this. You can smell the sea here. My car is right there. It's just lovely. So you have this patio here. That patio is for the other, I think it's for the other apartment. But this is the back of the house. Technically the front's on the other side. I'll give you a look over there. So back in that second bedroom I showed you, this is the front of the house. You can see a bit of the yard here. Somebody moving a chair. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the water is that way, just a few blocks. When I was looking for places to stay here, I knew I wanted to stay somewhere that felt quieter. I looked at some downtown spots and they all looked really interesting, but I don't know, read some not so pleasant reports about, especially like a lot of car theft and vandalism, and I just like to be able to know that I can park safely. So that was one of the reasons that I was drawn to this place, but also because it's so close to the beach. Which is a really nice way to see this city on the water. And also because it's very close to a thing I wanted to do, which was go to Bard on the Beach, which is their Shakespearean theater. And it's like a tent theater, and I'm seeing As You Like It. So that's where I'm walking right now, and I'm really excited about it. It's only about a 10-minute walk from the Airbnb. So we're gonna go see what that's all about. But I pre-ordered a picnic and they open up like an hour early, so I'm gonna go get my picnic and just see what it's all about. See a show. Fun times. Here we go. You can see Bar on the Beach, and it's in, again, I'm so sorry, I don't know. I even tried to look up how to pronounce this and I still can't figure it out. It's Vanier Park or Vanier Park or Vanier Park. I don't know which one it is. Maybe not even one of those. Well, that's where we're heading. I think that's the parking lot for it. Look, you can see the city in the background. Am I supposed to be walking over there? This is apparently the Museum of Vancouver. Look how cool the crab statue is out front. That's pretty neat. Still don't know where I'm going, but we'll figure it out. Well, this looks promising. I think we're there. Look at this. Yum. We'll have to open that up. Look it. I got a glass of wine too. And there's some little grounds here to, enjoy. And the middle part I'll show you when I go back in, but I went to get my food so I wouldn't have to rush. They had several options you could pre-order. I got the turkey, and I know it came with kale salad and some sort of cookie, but I couldn't tell you which ones. But the wine is nice, and it's a really beautiful evening. This is like creepy creepster lighting, but we're gonna go with it. You guys, the show is so good. I've seen it before. So when I walked into the theater, they had a lot of signs saying no video. I just filmed just like a 1-second clip of my program. Oh, I did. Actually, after I ate, I walked around and I showed you a little bit of the like communal areas where their little shop was. I bought some stickers, of course. The concessions. They had some really interesting information about native ancestors of this land, and headshots of all the cast and crew and all of that. So I did film some. I'll just overlay those here because it was just too loud to film there. I am trying out a mic, so I still don't know how it's working out, if it's the right thing or not, but bear with me while I'm experimenting. I'm trying to get better sound for you. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the moment I walked into the theater and I saw the set, I was like, oh, I've seen this. So I am a subscriber of Chicago Shakespeare Theater in downtown Chicago on Navy Pier. They're the best. I've been going to their shows for 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. But I became a subscriber myself after the pandemic, so kind of still during the pandemic, but 2021. And the first show that I saw back live in theater in the pandemic, and the first show of my now large collection of subscriptions to theater in Chicago that I enjoy so much, was to see As You Like It at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. And I was like, oh wait, I've seen this. I'm delighted to see it again. It says in the program even that this show was launched here in 2018, and they brought it around they toured it in Chicago Shakespeare and then subsequently the Milwaukee Repertory Theater. But it was at Chicago Shakes in 2021, and I got to see it. It's so fun that I got to see it back here again, where is this where it originated from? Yeah, Bard founder and artistic director Christopher Gates dreamed of producing As You Like It as a musical featuring the music of the Beatles. So it's so fun. Such a fun show because it is the traditional Shakespeare comedy, As You Like It, set in the 60s with Beatles music, and it is so fun and so funny and clever, and just, it was so cool because I couldn't film this obviously, but so the tent is like partially enclosed on the main stage, but it's open behind the set, So you could actually see behind the set as the dusk was, as it was getting darker, the mountains across the English Bay or whatever they call it. No, I already forgot. And you could see kind of like nightfall, and you could feel it was like cold air, and it's just so neat. It was just like a really neat experience. I'm so glad I got to see it again. I had no idea when I purchased the ticket that it would be the same production, but I'm delighted. I mean, it was 2 years ago now. I'm delighted to see it again. And it was just kind of like a fun surprise. So if you ever come to Vancouver during the summer months, so they run, this year they ran from June 8th to September 30th, and they don't just do one show. This year they had As You Like It and Julius Caesar as the main stage shows, and I guess they kind of alternate them. And they have a smaller stage where they did Henry V and the Goblin version of Macbeth. So just the timing worked out that's what I got to see. And it was a really beautiful venue, and it seems like they do really amazing work, especially with honoring the native ancestral lands and kind of their partnership with that. And if you just, I don't know, if you love Shakespeare and theater and experiencing a fun twist on Shakespeare, I highly recommend coming. This is the last month of this. I think by the time this video goes up, the season will be over. But if you're around next summer or whenever, it's a fun thing to do. And it's also just like you come a little early when it's still light out, earlier before the shows, and you can explore the park and the beach and see Vancouver from a different area. Anyway, I'm like completely losing my voice, so I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go. We'll see how it goes overnight. It's just like it's going. So thank goodness I have the microphone, because otherwise I don't know if you would hear me at all. But we'll see. If I can speak tomorrow, I will. And if I can't, we'll do voiceover, I guess. But I've got an exciting day tomorrow, and I will talk to you more about it tomorrow because my voice doesn't want to say any more words tonight. But really fun way to kick off my Vancouver adventure. And now I'm tired, so I'll see you in the morning. Good night. You can take the girl out of camping, but you can't take her from filming in her car. Okay, good morning. I woke up with no voice. Zero voice. And I was like, oh no, I guess I'll just have to like mime today and do like a voiceover later. And I'm walking over to coffee and I'm like miming. It takes 3 minutes to get to this local coffee shop that's just down the block called Kit's Beach Coffee. And it was a really cute shop, by the way. I got a caramel cold brew. Is that it? They make their own foam. It's really yummy. And a chocolate croissant. Oh, no, not honey just yet. We'll save that for later. And I was like whispering, like miming, gesturing to the barista. And then I walked back to grab some things to pack up for the day. I'm like, I'm just gonna like say a few words to myself and see if anything comes out now. Now it's coming out. It's going again though, so maybe I just can't say a lot all at once. Lucky for you. This is not gonna be as chatty as usual, because you all know I like to talk on camera. Anyway, we're heading out. I have a really fun outing in just 2 hours, a sailboat adventure that I booked on Airbnb. That's like a 2-hour excursion on somebody's private sailboat with views of Vancouver, and it's just a beautiful day. I had booked a second outing on Airbnb, which was a walking food tour of Gastown, which is like the historic downtown district. And it was I checked everywhere, Viator, Airbnb. It was the only food tour that was at the right time where I could still do the sailboat thing and kind of hit the area I wanted to visit. And it was canceled. It was canceled a couple days ago, so I'm kind of winging it today. I don't want to like do too much. I don't know. But anyway, I thought I would just drive. You have to drive through the famous Stanley Park. There's like this little, I don't know if it's technically an island, but this big park that Vancouver is really known for. They have their famous Vancouver seawall. They have lots of other things as well. Uh-oh, it's gone. I thought I have to drive through it to get to the launch for the sailboat experience anyway, so I thought I'd stop at the seawall, which gets very crowded now. Like, I go like right now and see if I can see it. Well, it's a Saturday, so it's gonna be crowded. And then on the way back, I might hit the other side because there's lots to see. I also can't walk a lot because of my hip injury. I just got a lot going on. No voice, bad hip. Things are happening. It's not a bad hip. You're a good hip. Just tired. Anyway, we're going to adventure where we can. Like I said, I might not do Gastown this time. I'm sure I'll be back in Vancouver someday, and I might do that another time. I just don't want to bring my car downtown. I just don't really feel like it. So I might stick with those sorts of things. There's also this famous suspension bridge not too far from the marina spot that I might go to this afternoon. That's also like a big park. It's supposed to be pretty neat. So let's go adventure a little bit and see what we can find. So this is the seawall, which is just a stone wall they made to protect people from the elements, I guess, on this path. Here's the yacht club. I think I might actually move my car and park a little farther down, but I wanted to see the yacht club. 1937. Wow. Well, that's neat. Cool. This is the Royal Vancouver Yacht Club, built on tradition, with some really fancy looking boats. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet view of the city from here. I would totally run this, or even just like walk it if I was feeling better. Just can't do that right now, and that's okay. All right, I think I'm gonna move the car just a little bit further down to get closer to some of the other points of interest. It is so pretty out this morning. Look at all those geese. Just hanging out. Well, I missed the parking lot I meant to park in, but luckily there was just one around the corner. I feel like I'm stepping in a lot of geese poop, as you do. Anyway, I'm trying to find the totem poles and the lighthouse, which are features of this side of the park. I think I might, like I said, hit the other side of the park on my way back because I don't want to be late for my sailing adventure. And this is a big park. But I'm going to go see, let's go see what we can see. Look at this. Coyote's denning area. We found the totem poles, by the way. Port of Canada. That's where the cruise ships. I was just there not 2 weeks ago with my kids. I mean, we're looking at the gas station in the water for the seaplanes. Disney ship isn't there on a Saturday, but they'll be back on a Monday. I think their season's almost over. It is real pretty here. There we go. There you can see a seaplane taking off. There it goes. So neat. One day I'll get on a seaplane for sure. We'll watch it go. There it goes. What a nice place to walk with your coffee. Just, it's casual view. I love it. Okay, well, I'm gonna walk over to the lighthouse if it's not too far. Take a look at that. Head back to the car, head to the marina. Oh, it's so beautiful out. And you can see all the cruise ships lined up. And now you can see the other side of the bay. What do we call this? I'm gonna look it up. So on the other side, where we were last night for the Shakespeare show, that's called English Bay. The only thing I could see on the map for this is Vancouver Harbor, but I don't know if that just means the harbor, or if it's like what the water's called, or if that's also called English Bay. I don't know. But it is a pretty morning, I know that. So I'm standing at the Port of Vancouver lookout. It's talking about all the things that come in here, and you can see actually, and it's talking about sulfur from Alberta. You can see it. You can see it right there, big piles of it. That must smell nice. So this is the lighthouse, Brockton Point Lighthouse. Look at it, it's so cool. Davy Jones. Anybody else a Pirates fan? Like Davy Jones. Look at that neat looking bridge. I think I'm driving over that to get to the meeting point for this. I'm not sure, but this park is so neat. It's like, you know, Central Park is to New York. Stanley Park is in Vancouver. It's so well maintained and beautiful, and it's vast. This is only a tiny tip of it that we're exploring right now. Look, it's a seagull eating a starfish. How are you gonna eat that, buddy? It seems a little big for you. He's trying. Right, perfect timing. We made it back to the parking lot, close to the parking lot. And look, of course, there's merchandising possibilities and bathrooms, which I appreciate. I'm gonna go see if they have any stickers. We are going over the bridge. Stanley Bridge. I think that's what it's called. Oh, cool! I love going over bridges. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it in all of its grandeur. The mountains in the background and the harbor. You guys look. I'm not looking. You look. Okay, I made it, but I'm not gonna like film awkwardly in front of people. I'll probably just like to show clips of this part, or I don't know, voiceover, but I'm gonna put my microphone away because it's like really awkward. But I'm here and I see the group and I'm ready to go. Boat? You guys don't kill me, I don't know maritime lingo. So pretty. There's a cat on board, and look at all this little ode to Frederick. Hello. Oh. And this is what I look like when I come off of a sailboat after 3 hours on the sailboat. Guys, that was so fun. I decided, you know, to just not do the microphone thing and talk you through it because it was just 4 of us as guests. And so, I mean, they were really nice folks and we talked the whole time and I learned a lot about sailboating terms, and it was just a beautiful day. We watched the smoke. There must be a fire nearby because we watched the smoke kind of settle in around the harbor throughout the course of the journey. But just really awesome. I highly recommend, if you're in the area, to do a charter like that. I highly recommend Michelle and Christopher for sure. I will have them tagged and I'll put their info below so you can check them out if you want. Really, really nice folks. They live on their boat. How cool is that? And their cat, Fred, he's got Instagram. I'll put that down too if you guys want to check it out. But just really fun. That was so fun. Okay, well, now we're going to head out to, well, I'm not exactly sure because I was going to go to this famous suspension bridge and I heard him, I asked him to pronounce it and I still can't pronounce it. Capilone? I don't know. I was gonna go to the suspension bridge, and he said to go to this other one instead, which is actually free. It's only a 15-minute drive, so I think I'm gonna head up there. You know when you think you're filming something and you're not actually filming it? Hey, when that happens. Anyway, I drove down to the park where the suspension bridge is, and the park, it was a tiny parking lot. It was completely jammed up. So I just was driving around looking for street parking, and I think I found a legal spot. The signs seemed to indicate so, and I even asked a person, like a local, walking along the street, and they seemed to think it was okay. I don't know. It's like a 10-minute walk. We're just gonna walk over there, check it out. It's the Lynn Canyon Park suspension bridge. I'm not really sure which way we go though. Apparently, the only way to cross this was on logs with no railings. Whew, before they put the bridge in. Okay, well, we're glad they put the bridge in. Right, so we're looking at temperate rainforest, scenic canyons, pools and creeks. Very neat. All the things you can and cannot do. There's a lot of people here, but apparently it's free. Especially if you don't pay for parking. And the other place, the famous one that I was, all the touristy one, I guess, $58. There are bears. But we're not going anywhere. I think where bears would be. I'm not hiking. Just looking. Oh, you can even bring your dog. All right, here we go. Oh, well, it's not the biggest bridge, but we're going to go across it. It's steep. Well, this is fun. Oh, cool! Look at that. That's neat. It is bouncy. So cool. There's an emergency rescue anchor. That's fascinating. Wonder what that's about. Oh, look at the people swimming. They look adventurous. They're not gonna slide down that, are they? That looks too adventurous. These trees are so tall. It's very bouncy. It's not the biggest suspension bridge, like I said, or the longest, I should say, but it counts. It's kind of part of one of the local features. Just know that you're going to be crossing it with a whole lot of other people. But look. Woo! Fun. Then what? Do we have to come back? I'm guessing there's only one, so we come back across. We'll walk around a little bit. There's a whole system of trails around here. Right, well, we're just going to walk a little bit around because we're here. And it's beautiful. I mean, these are such tall trees, my goodness. And it's a lot less crowded going this way, so that's the way I decided to go. Always a big factor in my decisions. How crowded is it? This is really pretty forest. Like, really pretty. These trees are so tall. Well, this is pretty. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm running out of phone battery, so I might have to turn around soon. So I can remember where I parked. Look at this. Oh, look at the people swimming. Well, that was fun, but it's like a lot of stairs. Like a lot of stairs. Whew, so keep it in mind. It's a bit of a workout. Look at this. Cool. I wonder where you park. All right, well, we'll figure it out. Hello. That was intense. So I decided to go to, I think it's called Granville Island, because it was highly recommended. Like the folks on the boat and then the people leading the charter who are natives here, and they all said it's like kind of a must-do. And it's on the way home, so I didn't go back to Stanley Park as I said I was going to, because it was a different way home. But as soon as I entered, after I filmed that last bit and drove through under that pass part, it was so crazy crowded. So many people and so many cars and absolutely no available parking and just jammed. And it's like a 25-minute walk from the Airbnb, which isn't like the worst, but I didn't even want to go back and be with all those people. It was too many. So I have a little wiggle room in the morning. I might try to go right when they open and see if that's a bit more manageable, but yeah, I didn't want to do that. So I came back to the Airbnb and parked, and I'm gonna go get some dinner. The only thing I've eaten today is a croissant and an apple, so, and some chips on the boat. So I need a real meal. But yeah, we're gonna go. There's a lot of restaurants around here, but a very highly rated sushi spot. I don't know why that came out so wrong. We can tell it's Saturday. That's hustling and bustling. Look, this kitty looks like the kitty that was on the boat. Hi. Hello. Here, I found it. It's not much to look at, but it's supposed to be pretty good. Really lovely. Oh my gosh. Do not judge a book by its cover. Okay, that sushi spot really is more of a takeout spot. They have a few seats, not many. So if you're with a big group, or if you're looking for like a really like involved dining experience, I wouldn't recommend that. But do not discount that place. That was some of the best sushi I've ever had. And I've eaten at a lot of really lovely sushi restaurants. So good, so fresh. So what I usually do when I go anywhere new, which is most of the time, is that I'll ask the staff what they recommend. And I'll say, I'll frame it like, if you could only come here once, what would you get? The person who was helping me suggested the Kitsilano roll, which was the one with like the sprouts on top of it and this amazing sauce. Didn't need soy sauce. It just had its own. So good. I didn't even look at what was in it. I feel like tuna? I don't know. It was so good, so fresh. And then the mango roll, which had tempura shrimp, and I think it was tempura asparagus in it, and mango on top. And it was like the most interesting thing. It was so fresh, like so fresh to have the tempura like freshly made. And then the mango they used on top was almost like slightly frozen and chilled, and oh, it was so good. So I was pretty full up to that. That was a big meal, but that was like, hit the spot. So good. But I knew there was an ice cream place because I saw people eating ice cream on the way over. And while I was waiting for the food, I looked up, ice cream in the area. And there's one spot called Rain or Shine Ice Cream that got stellar reviews. Always look at the reviews, you guys. That sushi place got a 4.8, which is like unheard of on Google for like a restaurant. I walk in thinking like, oh, ice cream. The first thing I'm hit with is the aroma of the waffle cones that they're making. And most ice cream places make their own waffle cones, at least like local boutique kinds of ice cream places. This was unlike any waffle cone scent I'd ever smelled. That sounds so ridiculous, but it smelled so good. I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna get a waffle cone. I love waffle cones. It's always like way too much ice cream, but I just love the flavor. I usually get like a little sugar cone instead. I was like, no, I'm splurging for the waffle cone. I don't care if it's too much ice cream. I was already so full at this point, right? Getting ice cream, in my humble opinion, is never about being hungry. It's about the experience of having ice cream. They were the most interesting flavors I've ever seen, such interesting combinations. So again, I asked the person who was serving me what they recommended, if they could only come here once. They recommended the malted chocolate honeycomb. I don't even like malt that much, and that was the honeycomb in it. It was so delicate and tender. And then the second flavor they recommended was a blackberry goat cheese. I never tasted ice cream like this. It was so unique. But the ice cream itself, and they say it right on their storefront, made from scratch, probably one of the best ice creams I've ever had in my life. Ever. Anywhere. I'm not going to count gelato because gelato in Italy is its own like thing. But ice cream, and I've had a lot of ice cream in my life because I just have. That was top 3 ice cream I've ever had in my life. The waffle cone, though, best waffle cone I've ever had, hands down. So delicate and tender, so fresh. And it was like $8 for that huge waffle cone and I asked for just 2 single scoops because I wanted to have 2 flavors to experience them. huge amount of ice cream. $8 Canadian is like $5.50. I don't know what it is exactly, American dollars, but less than 8. And I take my kids to Ben & Jerry's at home, and I get them 1 scoop of ice cream with 2 toppings on it, and it's like $15 a cup. Oh my God, so good. And it was just nice to like walk around a little bit and be more in like the town area of Kitsilano and see a bit more about that. I love how it's like a lot of residential area around here between the beach and the town part. It kind of reminds me a little bit about, I mean, it's not at all the same, but it reminded me just like in vibe of walking around New Orleans with the really close together houses with a lot of character and history, and then just being like you cross the street and you're like in a town area, you know. I don't know, kind of reminded me like that. But so that's how I'm going to wrap my day. Honestly, I would be out way longer, but my leg can't do it. And I don't want to push it because I don't really know what this is. I feel fine, but it's like this means something. Like you don't just like suddenly lose your voice and start coughing randomly. I've been coughing for like almost 6 weeks though. So it's just, like I said, it escalated this week. I don't know if I said that in this video or the last. Also, I feel so weird with the microphone. I'm trying like not to think too much about it. I like being off the cuff. So it's a little bit cumbersome to like have the mic. I just have to leave it on my phone. Also, I don't typically just film on my phone, but again, because of the hip injury I have, that's affecting my lower back and leg and everything's just a big tight mess. It's nothing serious, we don't think, but it's hard to do too much, and all those stairs today was a lot for me right now. That was really fun, by the way. I would have spent a lot more time there if my leg was feeling 100%, but that Lynn Canyon Park, really fun place. And once you get past the like suspension bridges, isn't like so crowded. But anyway, so many stairs, just know that. So I didn't pack any camera gear for this leg of this trip because I just wanted to make my backpack as light as possible for my travel days, you know, with my carry-on. Because I only bring a backpack back and forth pretty much all of the time. We'll just say most of the time so I don't like use hyperbole or whatever. But pretty much most of the time I'm only bringing my backpack, and the heaviest thing in it is my camera gear. And I have anywhere from 2 to 4 cameras, depending on what I'm filming and where I'm going and all that. I didn't pack one camera thing except for this microphone and my phone, which always comes with me. So it's kind of interesting to me to test this out. I really don't know how the sound quality is going to play out. I don't know if it's going to be something we like. Love your feedback on it. I'm doing my best. I know that is a problem, especially as I film more and more on my phone. It's just, sometimes it's just really convenient because of all of the like activities and things I do, just to have the phone instead of lugging around all different cameras. And also because I edit so far after the trip, it's really sometimes actually most of the time, very time consuming to like piece together all the footage, all the like data, the footage, the film data, video from all the different cameras, and piece them together the way they're supposed to go. Because sometimes even I'll be like filming with my little handheld on a hike, my little DJI Pocket, and then it doesn't have a very good zoom though, so I'll whip out my phone to zoom in a little bit more, and then I have to like, I've started even reminding myself in the video clip, like put this after this part, you know, because it's like so hard to remember where things go, and that takes a lot of time in editing. It's just like organizing the footage, and to have it all in one camera would be really nice. So I'm really curious to see what the new iPhone, it's supposed to be an upgraded camera. That's the only reason I upgrade almost every year, is because I use it more and more and more as my camera. And you know what they say? The best camera is the one you have with you. And I always have my phone. So curious to see what the new, what phone number are we on? 15,000. iPhone 15 will be, and if I might just be transitioning more and more onto just using that, not only to save my back as I travel a lot and I'm not getting any younger carrying these things, but also just to have it so convenient and to keep things better organized. That's more information than you needed. I had a really good day.
You know, there's so many things you can do anywhere in any city. I know I'll be back to Vancouver someday. So there's a lot I didn't get to explore. I got little tastes of the things I wanted. I spent a lot of time outside with less focus on my feet, although there was some, as previously discussed, and just lovely. So now I need to take care of my body to counteract that and have a nice soak and do some nice long stretchy yoga and try to get in bed early because I would like to try to at least go visit the Granville market, even if nothing's open yet, on my way out in the morning. Because it looked like just cool to walk around, but it was just such a mob scene. But oh my gosh, Sushi Flamingo and Rain or Shine ice cream. Perfect combination, in my humble opinion. They're 3 minutes walking distance apart from each other. So totally recommend if you're in the area. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. But it was a good day. Oh my gosh, that sailboat outing was so fun. So fun. Such good people too. Like really, really good people. So, all right. Good night, friends. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. I'm just on my way out of town and came to Granville Island like I said I would. It's a beautiful morning. If you come before 9, you will find parking. And there's not mobs of people. So I'm gonna try to find something to nosh on for breakfast, just have a little walk around, and then we'll head out of here. Also, you don't have to pay for parking until 11 a.m. And I will be gone well before that. So that's exciting. So here's a little look around. It's actually quite a big space. It feels like its own little town. And there's like a market area behind me, so I'm gonna go in there because I think it's open now. But goodness me, it's already getting crowded. It's not even 9. I found a donut place. Look at this. Yep. It's like an actual legit market. Whoa, look at all that. I asked for the recommendation on donuts. She said the honey dip, so I got one of those. This is so neat. I love it. I'm trying to find coffee though. We're gonna keep looking. Ooh, honey. I like the honey store. Nice. Cheese. A little bit of everything here. Guys, look at the pies. Oh my goodness. Look at all the olives. Wow, this place is amazing, really. It's so cool. Look how they have stacked the berries into little pyramids. Beautiful chocolates. Wow. Look at these guys. Wow. Those are the prettiest roses you've ever seen. Look at these. Perfect. Oh, you can smell those pickles. Oh, wow. Northern bars. I don't know what that means. Look at all the bread. Oh, my blueberry bread. Have you ever seen anything like that? Wow. I found some coffee, so we'll check that out. That's intense. Coffee and donuts. A la Vancouver. That's apparently a toffee nut latte, and this is the honey dipped donut, which is apparently their bestseller. And I found a nice seat right outside the door. Look at that. Pretty sweet view. Well, that was lovely. There's so much food to buy in there. Even things like poultry and meat and fish and all that. I don't know if I saw fish. I think there would be fish when in Vancouver. Anyway, you could really do a big food shop in there, and they had a lot of really nice looking treats too. I didn't get anything. I just can't really bring food where I'm going, but would totally come back and just eat my way around. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around a little bit. I have a little bit more time before I have to boogie, so we'll see what there is to see. I feel like I found the craft area. They don't open until 10, but there's lots of little stands in there that sell like handmade wares and small crafts. Huh. It's just fascinating. It's just got so much character. I feel like most things probably don't open for a little while, but oh, well, that's open. Should we go look? It's a hammock store. How fun is that? Look. Look at this. I just love looking in the windows. Amazing. I can smell the lavender from out here. The stores, oh, the doors are open. That might be why. If you're looking for shellfish, the lobster man is this way. Look at all the Turkish towels. Wow. My goodness. This is a really cool place. You could probably spend like a whole day exploring here, I would imagine. It's so colorful, and there's so many like little alleys and roadways to go down. And you know what there isn't? Chain stores. Like Lululemon, for example. I like that. It's nice that there's no chains. I think I'm gonna cross the street over some. Oh, there's a crosswalk. Is this a shop that just sells licorice? Have you ever? I think it is. Oh, they've got taffy. Like for kids and silly adults. So cute. Oh wow, look at all the stuffies in the window. How cute, they have a kid's entrance. Do you see the shorter door? I love that. So do you see what I mean? Like this building is all, maybe not all, but a lot of it is for, you know, oriented towards children. So the buildings are, oh, how cool it looks inside. Oh, my kids would love this. So neat. Now we're entering the artisan district. So I'm guessing like galleries, things like that nature. There's a community center here, and I passed by a theater. It's really, I love this. This place is great. Totally recommend. So fun. Just come early or you won't get parking. Or take public transportation and just know it's going to be jammed with people during regular hours, especially during the summer. See? Galleries. There's some big festival happening this week. Whoa. There's a lot going on. Oh my goodness. Huh, there's a hotel. What do you know? Okay, well, I'm rounding the corner back to the market. I might just sweep through it one more time because it's just so fun to look. Then I'm gonna head out. It was so fun sharing this Vancouver adventure with you. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. It's a great city. There's so much to do. We barely touched the surface, but I had a really good time and would totally recommend any of those things I did if you're interested in doing the same. So with that, I'm gonna say farewell and happy trails, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye.